A top 25 clash in the early season as both of these programs try to make an early statement and build that resume. Welcome to the home of the Penn State Nittany Lions, Beaver Stadium in State College, Pennsylvania. As we'll see the number 9 team in the country, the Michigan Wolverines, taking on the 16th ranked team in the land, the Penn State Nittany Lions. EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, here with David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. Guys, let's get this thing rolling. The Wolverines will boot it away to start the game. And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. From the shotgun. Finds that crease, and he's got 4 out to the 29. This is the kind of game, a top 25 matchup in the early season that you look for when you're trying to build your resume.
Yeah, these are so fun because as a player, you kind of get bored if you don't get challenged. But when you got an early season challenge like this, all the adrenaline, all the juice, Palmer, you're ready to rock and roll.
I love this. We've had this game circled for a long time because we learn a lot in these types of games. What are these teams about? Which conferences are better? You're going to get a lot of answers today. Well, they were trying to sneak him out of the backfield that time into the passing game, but that did not fool anybody on defense. What a hit, forcing that incompletion.
Ball's at the 29. Defense can taste getting off the field. It's 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Finds his big tight end. And the explosiveness, the big gainer, gets it to the 49-yard line. And the Nittany Lions have it with a 1st and 10. Leaves it with the running back. That is a big win for this defense as they were right there as soon as he got the ball. Man, what a spectacular play by that defensive end to come up with the tackle there.
And you see those guys get off the football so fast. Most of these guys are 250 to 275 pounds, but they get off the ball fast, low. And the offensive linemen, they have no chance to stop those guys as quick and as fast as they are.
Grabbed in the backfield. It's Perkins. Got room at the 35. There he goes. Touchdown, Penn State. Oh, that may be in and then stroll into the end zone for the score.
Well, I know it's early this season, but it's obvious already. This guy is a major weapon in this offense. Had 2 touchdowns in his first game. He's now on the board right now. What a difference maker and a playmaker he's going to be this season for this offense.
They put together a 5-play, 75-yard drive. And they finished the drive with a big play through the air, scoring from 51 yards out. He'll bring it out. It's Fisher. Not a whole lot of room to operate on that return as the coverage unit was there and ready. This is what we expected. This crowd ready to make its presence known. The give to the lone running back. Got the first down and more. Brought down at the 25 after he picked up 10.
What a nice run there. And from the beginning of time, Michigan football has been synonymous with running the football. You can think back to Tyrone Wheatley, Anthony Thomas, Chris Perry, Hassan Haskins, big physical runners that also had sprinter speed and that could change the game. This dude right here, every time he has the football, he has the ability to go the distance, and that's what makes this Michigan offense so dangerous.
You know, QBs want to make those big plays. They want to put up the big stats. But when nothing's there, sometimes you just tuck the ball, get a minimal gain. I like the slide, by the way, too. Get down and don't take a big hit.
Now from the 40, it's 1st and 10. Use the play fake. Now to throw. Going for the big play. And he's got it inside the 35. And he just kept running, and he ran away from the crowd, and he'll take it in. Touchdown, Michigan!
Quarterback's abilities to read the field is huge, and also the anticipation, the timing. To be able to throw the football, Jesse, and hit a guy in stride so he can get run after the catch and get in the end zone, that was a nice job by the quarterback.
Yeah, it's critical, Dave. And listen, a lot of times touchdown passes aren't thrown into the end zone. You've got to read the coverage, hit the open guy, and let him do the rest.
Penn State sends the offense back onto the field. These two teams swapping early scores, and they'll try to move back on top, starting the drive down 7-6. And he runs into a wall, maybe got it back to the line of scrimmage.
Stopping the run is about physicality. It's about I'm bigger than you. I'm stronger than you up front. Really nice job by the defense, showing their strength, bowing up, stuffing the run.
Back to pass. He's going for a big play downfield. And the incomplete pass taking a shot on 2nd down, and they'll be left with a 3rd down.
That's an example of the offensive coordinator trying to be aggressive and trying to take a shot. Now, the offense isn't able to click on that play, but moving ahead in the second half, it's important they continue to dial up these big plays. You want to stay aggressive, and you want to keep testing the secondary.
On 3rd down, he drops the throw. The running back gets his hands on it, but he's not able to stay in bounds. It's 4th down.
Well, after giving up that touchdown on the opening drive, they had a little bit of a come to Jesus with their defensive coordinator on the sideline. I don't know what he said, but he, I think, just invoked the fear of God into this defense, because this 3-and-out has been sensational, dominant. This is the way they've got to play moving forward.
Touchdown, Wolverines! Special teams coming through, the 3rd aspect of the game, delivering big time.
A big question mark for this offense coming into the year, guys. Who could score touchdowns? Who are going to be their biggest playmakers on offense? This guy scored in the first game. He's off to a great start in this one with that touchdown. This guy looks like the real deal.
And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. The Nittany Lions going back to work on offense now. This offense needs to put together a scoring drive to keep up, trailing 14-6. Picked off. What a play to set him up. Got some room to run. Finally brought down, but what a play, not only to get the football, but to flip the field position with the return. This is field position that you dream of. Yeah, I'll take it on the 2. Trying to barge their way in. And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, Michigan.
One thing this team has shown early this year, it does not take them long to find their footing. They get off to fast starts. That was critical for them, winning their first game, and you've seen it here in this one too. They show up ready to go. There's no sleepwalking. I think you got to give this coaching staff a ton of credit for putting their players in good positions to have success.
And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. Penn State sends the offense back onto the field. Well, the good news about this drive, Jesse, it can't go worse than last time through a pick on the first play.
No, it certainly can't. I think one good way, David, to help your quarterback turn the page is just find him an easy completion here and let him get back into a rhythm.
Yeah, or find him an easy handoff. Just hand the football off, maybe get the ground game going, maybe jumpstart this offense a little bit.
Ball is at the 35. It's 1st and 10. Looking to throw on 1st down. Bringing the heat. And he didn't have anybody open. That is a coverage sack.
And this has not been a good start for this offense. Like, this whole team, actually. They're already found themselves in a big hole. They're already trailing. They're going to need to throw the football, and you're going to have to protect your guy. This protection has to be better so he can make more plays.
He'll go to work in the air on 2nd down. Under fire. Takes a shot as he lets it go. And it'll be incomplete. This defense is physical in pass deep.
Well, the offensive line has got to give him at least a little bit of time to survey the field. He had no chance that time, getting hit almost immediately after he got the ball.
Might be calling a hot route. On 3rd and long, hoping to throw beyond the sticks. Fires to the middle. It's caught downfield. They stop him short of the sticks, and it'll be 4th down.
It's a nice job running the in route there by the receiver, and the best thing he did after he made his break, he didn't trail and fade away. He actually attacked the football. That's a good lesson for young receivers out there watching.
He only needs a sliver of daylight. They were playing with fire on that return, and he got loose for a good return of better than 30 yards. Guys, here come those maize and blue winged helmets on offense. They've come out like a shot up 21-6 and trying to add to it on this drive. Can't hang on, and he'll tell you he really should have made that catch, and he had an opportunity right in the middle. It'll be 2nd down. Couldn't make the connection last time. Let's see if they throw it again. Out of the gun, the running back has it. Got enough for the 1st down and wants more. All down, but he has enough to move the chains.
And a great job by the offensive line. If you're going to run the ball right at the middle, you better control the line of scrimmage. You can see the center, the guard, the tackles doing a good job getting on their guys just enough where this running back can get into space and make the big game.
Off-play action on 1st down. Got his man.
Nice completion here to this wide receiver, and you're going to see this receiver line up in different spots all over the field all game long. The defense has got to keep their eye on where this guy is because they know he's a big part of this offense's success.
And the Wolverines can play this 2nd down a lot of ways with just a few yards to go. Making sure they have good balance, keeping it on the ground. Tough, determined run gets it down to the 12.
And a nice crisp run. Great job. Maybe expecting pass, in 2nd down, but really good job running the football, committing to it, getting the 1st down.
Looking to throw, it's Ivory. He's got it on the run. And the catch and run into the end zone.
starting to see the chemistry that this guy is developing with his quarterback. They hooked up for a touchdown in the first game. They do it again here. These two are on the same page.
And he makes the extra point. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. He's going to take a chance from midway in his end zone. Pulled down at the 18, and the decision to bring it out of the end zone was not a good one. They'll start this drive from the 18-yard line. Going right to work up top. Throws for the tight end. Got his man to the left. That's the kind of play that can really get you going as they get it out to the 36.
They say tight ends are a quarterback's best friend in the pass game because think about it. The tight end's the guy lined up closest to the quarterback, which means generally those are the easiest throws a quarterback has. You saw it on that play.
The give to the tailback. And he never had a chance, just stopped cold as soon as he got it.
That's a fantastic play by the linebacker. He has such tremendous instincts. As soon as he sees run, he's coming downhill. He's got great speed. He gets you on the ground. That's why he's one of the best linebackers in the entire country.
We're through one, and what a back-and-forth battle between these two quarterbacks as we look at the stats. This could be a pivotal moment in this game as we open the second period and they try to find a way to answer. So second down here as we're back at it after the break. Trying play action. Grabbed behind the line. It's Perkins. And a good job of coverage by that defense. Just a short pickup. You know, sometimes even a short game like that can be used to set up something bigger later on.
No doubt, Reese, they can pump that and take a shot down the field. And don't worry, they're going to go back to that same play because they know this guy with the ball in his hands is dangerous. He makes one guy miss.
Here comes the rush, and they've got him wrapped up at the 28.
And that is a great job by the defense, containing and constricting the pocket. There was nowhere for the QB to go, and he did not have a lot of time. He went down quick.
He'll field the punt and look for room. Makes a move. The speed, the shiftiness, the elusiveness, all on display, and that sweet return there. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. Michigan ready to get that offense rolling again. This has been exactly the way you draw things up, David. The offense has really been moving the football.
And it's been great execution. They've done exactly what they've wanted to do. Build the lead. Now Palmer's a different animal. Now you got to protect it.
You can tell they were paying attention in practice this week in the film room because they have gone out, everybody right now on the same page.
From the 17-yard line, threatening to score on 1st and 10. They'll leave it with him. Sweet punt there. He rolls all the way down to the 5-yard line before they finally get him stopped. The Wolverines are threatening on 1st and goal. They'll try to get it in with the run. He steps and powers and works his way. They finally get him down at the 2. 2nd and goal coming up. The corners are walked up tight. Back to throw. It's Ivory. He wants it all. Touchdown, Michigan. Grab the short pass to put the 6 on the board.
And the big fella runs right down the middle of the field, runs the post route. You can tell quarterback locked into him, throws it up high, lets him catch the football, use his big body to kind of fend off the defenders and get in the end zone for 6.
And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. The Nittany Lions going back to work on offense now. That last drive won't go on the highlight reel after ending in a punt. They'd like to be more productive this time, David.
And I think this offense has to be a little bit more balanced. Find a little balance between the run, Jesse, and working in that pass.
And I think, too, David, it's just going to take a spark. It just takes one play to get this thing picked up and going.
Man, you put those slot receivers in there, and here's why you do it. You back them off the football a lot of times, but who's guarding them? A lot of times those are linebackers. Those are safeties. You get those good matchups where you can feature one of your speedsters, and a lot of times good things happen.
Trying to set up the screen. And it's pretty obvious there was a big hole in that screen, and the defense ran right through it.
Well, the defense sniffed that screen out perfectly. All the D linemen, they were reading the body language of the offensive line. They knew something was up, and when the screen pass got thrown, they were right there to make the tackle.
Third and long, and he'll try to throw for it. He wants to take the top off. And they couldn't connect on the deep shot. Let's see if things get worse. There's a flag on the field. Which way is this going to go? Just a little too much there, a little too handsy, and they nabbed them for the defensive holding penalty. The offense comes back out with a new set of downs after the penalty. Quarterback making checks. Looking downfield on first down. The throw. Quarterback just flat missed it. Incomplete.
I think a big reason this offense is struggling right now and why they're trailing on the scoreboard is they have not been able to protect this guy, and it's affected him. He has not looked very accurate. Moving forward, the pass pro has got to be better to help this guy out.
He wants to throw it again. Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face third down.
The offense just has not been able to find a way to get their rhythm going here in the first half. We just haven't seen it in the passing game. That was a really good example of it again. If they're going to score more points in the second half, they've got to make some adjustments here at halftime.
Ball's at the 29. Defense can taste getting off the field. It's third and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Throws to the tight end. A strike downfield. Turning it on. The defense got caught that time, and they finally get him on the ground at the 41.
And if I'm a defense, I got to find a way to get some more pressure on the quarterback or disrupt their timing and their rhythm. I can't give them these big chunk plays through the air. I got to be maybe a little bit more aggressive or do something a little bit different.
The Nittany Lions with the 1st and 10. From the shotgun, the handoff to the back. And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield. So you get stuffed on first down. You had an idea of what you wanted to do on second, but I'm guessing it's back to the drawing board now.
Yeah, you got to figure out who you are and what you are. What's your next best play? Or what is the defense going to do? If they've been aggressive, okay, well, if they've been aggressive, I'm going to throw that deep ball. If they've been sitting back, I might sneak a draw in here.
Going to swing it on second down. Working that left side now. Several defenders get an assist on that tackle. Jesse, that's like a throwback to yesteryear, tossing it to a pass-catching fullback.
Well, it's nice to know as a quarterback, when things aren't open downfield, you can find the big fella for a check down.
The Nittany Lions line up trying to move the sticks on 3rd and short. Quarterback making adjustments. The offense wastes no time getting the timeout called.
Timeout, Penn State.
The Nittany Lions come to the line on 3rd and short, hoping to keep the drive alive. They'll try to get it through the air. Catch in the middle. It's Jones. Moving deeper into enemy territory. Move the chains. It's 1st down at the 27.
Obviously, great job picking up the 1st down there through the air, but you're trailing by a lot of points now, and you're in that area of the field where you should take a shot. If I was the offensive coordinator, I'd be thinking about throwing this next one into the end zone and trying to cut into the lead.
Now on 1st and 10 from the 27. Wants to throw on 1st down. Picked off, and they ruin an early drive with the turnover.
Man, another mistake by this. Listen, he is an elite quarterback. He's really, really good. He's pressing too much. Jesse, the #1 job of a quarterback, you better protect the football. I don't care how good you are, you better protect it.
Yeah, you just got to take what the defense is giving you, and I agree, David. It looks like right now he's trying to force the big play instead of just checking it down or throwing away. He's got to do a better job working through his progressions right now. He's got tons of talent, but he's making bad decisions.
Looking to the big tight end. Intercepted. Big play stops the drive. Going the other way, and he's got room. He's at the touchdown, Nittany Lions. How about this defense taking one back to the house? What a play by this defense with the pick 6.
And how about the defender? Exactly what you're supposed to do. Breaks on the football, makes the interception. Everybody on defense, we turn to offense. Go lay some blocks so my guy can get it and take it back to the house.
And there will be no return on this one as the ball bounds into the end zone. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. Dropping back, it's Ivory. Intercepted. A first-half turnover can swing momentum. Nice pickup on the return, but more important, they got the takeaway, and now they're in business.
And what a great moment for that young man right there. That's his first career interception in college football. He's a guy that's worked so hard. He wanted to make an impact for his defense this year, and comes up with a massive play right there.
From the gun, they'll try to impose their will. Headed to the end zone, and he'll race it to the house. Touchdown, Penn State!
Man, you just know that offense, they needed that touchdown to try to build some momentum. Hasn't really been going great early in this game, but a nice job being physical at the point of attack and pay it off with the score. And maybe that's just the play they needed to turn this thing around.
And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. First play of the drive, wants to throw. Firing to the right, complete. Ripping off a pretty good chunk of yardage. They've got it out to the 41 with a first down. And the Wolverines moving quickly to the line. Off the play fake on first down to throw. He's going to let it go. And he is finding wide open defenders all over the field. His 3rd interception of the day. Looking for more room. He'll be stopped, but not before getting the football and picking up big yardage on the return. What a play there. They'll get a chance to work on that hurry-up offense here in the final minute of the first half. Wants to adjust the pattern. To the air on first down. Got rid of it in a hurry, but he couldn't find his man. It's incomplete.
You got to give the defense a lot of credit, man, because they've come into this hostile environment and they've quieted the crowd down with some of the plays they're making. They've got a nice lead right here, and they're making it hard for this quarterback to go to work.
He'll try it again on 2nd and 10. Makes the grab at the 10. The stop is made, but this offense is threatening 1st and goal from the 9. We all love the quarterbacks with the big arms and the big throws, but getting that protection set properly is so huge.
And I think the quarterback just had so much confidence that he was going to be.
Can't find a receiver, and down goes the quarterback. A sack to punctuate this first half. That's the end of the second quarter. That means it's time to join Kevin and our halftime update. The Nittany Lions will kick it off to start the second half. He'll bring it back looking for help. Good job by the coverage unit to put a stop to that return. Here comes the Michigan offense back on the field. They have the lead to start the third quarter, but I'd imagine ball security was a topic at halftime.
Yeah, and I think you take...
There he goes! He'll get it out to the 25, not bothered at all being backed up, and they've got a first down.
It's a nice play call there. You've got 2-possession lead. You're trying to keep the defense guessing, right? Because you've got that lead. They know you're going to run it. But you still have got to be able to sprinkle in some shot plays and some vertical throws. That was really, really good thinking on that last play call by the offense.
And just a great job by the defense being stout, right? That's your job. Be stout up front, stuffing the run play, make them get in more passing situations, but do not let them run the football. That's 101. Stop the run first.
Pulls it and fires to the left. And they pick up just a few on that completion.
It's hard to have success on wide receiver screens when you're facing press man coverage because your blockers out front oftentimes can't pick them up, and that receiver gets gobbled up as soon as he catches the pass. You saw it on that last play.
Another interception. This guy just can't find his own players. Didn't get a chance to show off those return skills, but he gives his offense the ball at the 29.
And if you're the quarterback, you might want to stop throwing that guy's way. I mean, you knew coming into this game, David, he's one of the best corners in the entire country. He's already been picked off twice now. He is literally living in this quarterback's head rent-free.
And so nice to have a guy like this that can cut off half the field, because now you can put resources elsewhere. He's proven if you try me, bad things are going to happen.
The offense will have to use its first timeout of the half. Wants to go up top on first down. Under fire. Hit hard just as he released it on first down and just couldn't get it to the receiver.
And the defense at this point understands that the offense is going to have to try to throw the football, all right? They already got a lead, so they're now pinning their ears back and getting after this guy, trying to get him to the ground.
We'll send the tight end in motion. Second down, they'll go to the air. Fires to the big fella. And just a short, safe pass play. They pick up a few.
And nice job by the defense staying glued to it. Getting him on the ground as soon as he catches the football. Knowing he's a threat. I'm not going to let this guy get out of my sights. Nice job by the D.
Guys, this offense is already reeling down multiple possessions. Really need to cash in on this drive. Tight end now in motion. Trying to move the sticks on third down through the air. And the defense gets home and makes a play at the 37-yard line.
And I love playing man coverage on the back end, getting in those receivers' faces. Don't let them feel comfortable in run zone where they can find all these holes in the zone and my rush can't get home. Pressure them, pressure them, pressure them.
And the Nittany Lions will line up to punt it away. 3 and out, they got stuck in reverse. They hope the punt can bail them out. They kick it away on 4th down. And there will be no return on this one, and he can't get it out of bounds. The ball will come out to the 20. So here comes the Michigan offense. One of the most valuable things a quarterback can have, David, short-term memory. Just forget that last pick.
You're dang right. Clear the mechanism. It's over, move it behind. Some players can't do that real well, and it leads to more mistakes, Jesse. You got to just forget about it and move on.
And I think the coaching staff can help him too, David. I think you can get the running game going here and also give him some easy throws.
The Wolverines with myriad options after that big pickup on 1st down. Defense fills those gaps. He's got 1 to the 28.
And that run really didn't go anywhere. And a lot of times we don't focus on it enough. But how important those 5 guys are up front. To get on those defensive linemen, to try to move them out of the way, to get a run game going, it squarely falls on the shoulder of those 5 offensive linemen.
The decibel meter's about to explode. One of the great environments. Wide out level. No. Oh, he's got some space. Ripping off a pretty good chunk of yardage. They've got it out to the 41 with a 1st down.
When you're a playmaker like this guy is, your coaches are going to dial up plays intended for you, especially on 3rd down. That's what you saw in that last play. There was no question where the quarterback was going with that football. All week long, they decided on the biggest downs of this game, we're going to target our best player, and we're going to make sure that he gets looks. It doesn't matter what the coverage is, and you saw it right there on that.
And the Wolverines can really attack on this 2nd and short. Power football with the run. They knock him down, but he's got enough to get it across the line and pick up the 1st down.
You got to have short area quickness. That running back there doing what it takes to make sure he got that 1st down.
The Wolverines are marching down the field. They'll give it to him again.
And I kind of like how the running back didn't mess around. Like, just get downhill when you see an opening. A lot of times they close so fast, man. Be decisive, stick your foot in the ground, pick up 3 to 4, and we are not going to complain.
After the productive 1st down play, it's 2nd and 6. The run from the shotgun. He's going to lose a yard on that one. And the Wolverines want to pick up the tempo. Dropping back, it's Ivory. It just left that pass short. Not enough juice on that one.
And this just hasn't been his day, man. He's already thrown some interceptions and leaving the ball short, like just not getting to his receiver. He's got to do something to change the mojo up, because right now he's not playing well. And at this rate, we might be going to the pine.
The Wolverines will send out the punt unit. He ought to be able to use his first punt to pin him deep. And the returner will be brought down. Good news, I guess. A lot of room to work with as they start this drive from their own 15. Looking to throw on 1st down. Here comes the heat. And he was hit just as he was releasing the pass, and it falls to the ground incomplete.
Well, you can see the frustration on this guy's face. He's one of the best receivers in college football, and they knew coming into this game that he had to get touches, but you can't say enough about how good this defense has been defending him. They've always had an answer, whether it's single coverage, double coverage, man or zone. They have not let him go off, and that's a big reason why they're winning this game.
Behind the chains now on 2nd and long. They'll send the back in motion. Off the play fake. Fires to the wideout. And he throws his 3rd pick of the day. His head has to be spinning. And they'll drag him down after a good return on the interception.
I tell you what, it puts you in a tough position when you're backed up inside your own 20 trying to come out. But when you're a defense and you can force a turnover and you already set your offense up in scoring position, they are going to be extremely happy, and that offensive coordinator is going to look extremely smart.
Wrestled down at the 8-yard line as they threaten deep in the red zone.
Welcome to the frustrating reality of college football. Like, the guy at the quarterback spot, he can just do that. Pull it down, get positive yards, makes the defense have to account for him every single play.
Handoff to the single running back. He just kept those big, powerful thighs churning, but he'll be knocked down at the 1.
This shouldn't be a surprise to anybody. If you've got the lead in the 3rd quarter and you want to keep it, you got to bleed the clock. Best way to do that, run the football. And you're now seeing this offense call these run plays back to back. They are trying to be physical, and they're trying to stay on the field.
Stopped in the backfield, and that'll be a loss of 2. And the Wolverines want to crank the tempo. Looking to throw, it's Ivory. Trying to barrel in. Touchdown, Wolverines. And the route is on.
After that amazing performance in Week 1, this offense wasn't content. They felt like they left some plays out on the field, even though they were able to get that win. I feel like they've taken another step. They've raised their intensity level. They've raised their execution. This team is going to be a contender this year. You can just feel it.
And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. In play, first snap of the drive from the 25. So frustrating to see an offense lose track of the play clock and pick up a penalty like that. He's looking to pass. Safe completion on the screen. Not a whole lot of room there on that screen pass, as it just never developed. We've reached the end of the period, and Michigan has the lead. They've built a comfortable lead after 3 quarters of play. Let's take a look at how we got here. Just about ready to go in the 4th, and we'll see if any drama can be mustered. So the final period starts with a 2nd down play. Keeps it on the bootleg. Throws for the tight end. Wide open downfield. And he gets it to the 45-yard line, and that'll be a first down.
This defense better not blink. I know they've got a lead here in the 4th quarter, but just look at who they're going against. This quarterback is one of the best in the nation. They cannot rest on their laurels. Someone's going to have to make a play.
Finally, some signs of life from this offense, which has done nothing in the second half. It's 1st and 10. Looking to throw on 1st down. Hauls it in. Gets away from it. He smashes his way through again. Couldn't ask for much more there. A 1st down, and they're down to the 42.
And this defense has really done a good job containing this superstar quarterback. But now it's the big-time moment. In the 4th quarter, you know the ball's going to be in his hands. Got to get to him. Got to ruffle his feathers, hit him a few times, make him feel uncomfortable.
And that defensive penetration gave him no chance, and he is ridden out of bounds.
I get it. It wasn't going to be a positive play. You weren't going to get a lot of yards, but I'd love to see you stick it up in there and hit somebody and finish the play with some physicality and at least pick up 1 or 2.
As long as you don't lose the football. It's already a bad play, just don't make things worse.
Coach Rick used to say, don't turn a bad play into a catastrophe.
At this point in the game in the 4th quarter, it is going to be tough for this offense to get some completions here because now, trailing by this much, the defense is expecting pass and they're putting a whole bunch of extra DBs on the field to help them out in coverage.
A 3rd down try for the offense. Looking downfield, and he needs a bunch. Another incompletion on 3rd down.
Well, this guy must feel like he's run into a buzzsaw in this game. He has been under duress all game long, and that's a big reason why he's thrown multiple interceptions in the game, too. Nothing coming easy to him. It's hard to see the field when your internal clock is going off so fast because of the pressure of this defense, and that's why they find themselves down by so much here in the 4th.
The incomplete pass, 4th down, fails, and they'll turn it over.
I think that play right there has been a big theme in this game. When it matters the most, on big-time down and distances, this defense has been able to step up and make the play when they need it most. That 4th down, great job in the back end in coverage, forcing the incompletion with a big lead now, creating a turnover on down.
So now it's 2nd and long. Back to throw, it's Ivory. This time on target. He's close to the 1st down, but they're going to mark him just a little short.
And that's a really nice route by the wide receiver, just understanding I got to win right now. I got to get inside of that guy, and I know I'm going to get contact. You run over the middle of the field on a slant, you're going to get hit. Nice job securing the catch, making the play.
Got it in the middle, it's Callaway. They'll pick up enough yardage for the 1st down. They've got it at the 30. And on that 3rd and short, I don't think he was unhappy to see that zone.
Nope, it's a great job by the offense. Hey, see where the holes in the zone are? Sit down. You only need a little bit of yards on this 3rd down. Get the conversion, move the sticks.
They make the stop, but not before they do their work up top and pick up a 1st down.
Well, it's a nice play design there. You're getting the running back involved in the pass game. Quarterback gives it to him early so he can go to work upfield and get the 1st down.
Shakes off the defender. He had all kinds of company as soon as he got it. He had to fight his way back just to get to the line of scrimmage.
It's going to be tough sledding for the offense here. They're trying to ice this game by running the football and leading the clock. They've got a pretty good lead here late in the game, but the defense knows the run's coming, right? So they're going to be loading the line of scrimmage, getting stops like what they just did. Be interesting to see what the offense does on this next one.
Didn't get a big gain. You want to call that play and probably want to get more yards, but you could tell that was super close from seriously busting loose. Nice job running the screen, getting the ball to your playmaker. If you could just make one more guy miss, that might have been huge.
You know, that's one as a quarterback. You've thrown the completion, and you're like, dude, can you just turn around and make one guy miss and go get the 1st? Or can you just stretch out and get the 1st down? You need your guys to have a little bit more awareness where they are in the field on that play. And even though they got the completion, it's not...
Big man has it. It's a 1st down and more. Touchdown, Michigan. And they take it in for 6 more points.
And how about it? Everyone getting involved, getting the big tight end involved. This offense has done an unbelievable job scoring points. This defense has had no answers. Just keep it rolling, offense.
Looks like he's going to bring it out. Not nearly as much as he'd hoped when he brought it out of the end zone. He'll be stopped at the 15. Penn State sends the offense back onto the field. That last drive was promising at times, but stalled out, and they turned it over on downs, Jesse.
I think they got to do a better job here, just being better early in the downs, on first down finding positive plays.
Yeah, and it's frustrating when you move the football and get stopped on the other side of the field and get no points. But they've had some success, and I like the aggressiveness. They just got to cash some of these drives in.
Working well behind the sticks on second down. The offense changing the play. Wants to go up top. A little release to the back. And the defense had that one well covered, just a short gain there. Well, he made the grab, but the doors closed quickly after that.
And I like this. I want to find my running back, but, man, he's got to do a little more damage after the catch. I need a stiff arm. I need a spin move. I need something where he can make that guy miss and pick up a bunch of yards and maybe get a big play out of it.
And they can't make the connection on third down.
Well, they take a shot down the field. It's another incompletion. It's really been that kind of story. This defense has made this guy earn it every single play. Really small windows to throw into. One touchdown pass. That's a little bit surprising. You thought maybe they'd have more in this game.
He'll settle for some pretty good field position and make the fair catch at around the 35. Guys, here come those maize and blue winged helmets on offense. They unleashed an aerial assault last time that took them right to the end zone, David.
So, Reese, with that drive, I think you've accomplished something you wanted to accomplish. Make this defense think. You put them back on their heels. Now, shoot, Palmer, you might be able to slip a few runs in on this drive to really jack them up.
Yeah, I like that idea, but I also like the fact that speed kills, and they've got it at the receiver position. So if you've got one-on-one matchups, man, take advantage.
Plenty of work to do here on second and long. The give and tick, 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 tick. This junior making his presence felt and making the stop after a short gain.
I'll tell you what, it's really nice at this point in the game if you can lean on your run game. When you have the lead, you've got the football late in the game, you can chew that clock and start to really make that defense have a little bit of panic.
Scanning the field, it's Ivory. Now he's going to break the pocket. Fires on the move. Almost had the completion, just missed it.
And how about this offense? They're not worried about the clock. They're not worried about the score. They're not worried about early and down. Still trying to execute their offense. Still trying to make big plays. And they've had a great day so far.
He'll get it to about the 25 before they put a stop to the return. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. Coming out on first down with the play fake. Makes the catch. It's Jones. Makes the grab and not quite enough for the first down, but a good gain on that play.
And listen, the defense playing really conservative, right? You got the lead, but here's what I'm trying to do. I'm trying to get sacks. I got to get to the quarterback. I got to make sure I'm getting him, knocking him off his spot. Padding my stats, by the way. Got a lot of sacks late in games.
And no, he loses the ball after the huge gain. Defense has it. They're on the move. How about this defense slamming the door shut with a fumble recovery, and the offense should be able to run out the clock from here. So with the late lead, they're ready to just drain the clock in victory formation. The defense still has a couple of timeouts at its disposal, but down a couple of possessions, the offense will take a knee. I know both of these teams were ranked, guys, but it really seemed as if they weren't